And the City of Alexandria hosted their regular City Council meeting with new motion on the agenda that would start a partnership between Alexandria and the City of Shreveport. Item number 7 on the agenda discusses the introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into grant agreements and subsequent agreements with the City of Shreveport to receive federal funds under the Project Safe Neighborhood Grant. The approval vote on this was unanimous, with everybody on the council voting for passage. They're entering the partnership with the City of Shreveport to enhance safety in the community. Details on how the partnership will work are limited, but KALB is requesting more information from the City Council on the approval of the partnership. These funds will help the safety of the communities that are in poverty in central Louisiana. The city says Project Safe Neighborhoods Grant is critical to addressing the violent crime threatening cities and towns all across the country. Overall, this initiative is subject to enhance the community's safety.